Salakia, I guess this will be a part 2 phone call interrupted. And that's the second time this week this has happened. A phone call happens to happen. I don't get a phone call all day, you know, or this time of day until I start to do this lesson. But anyway, what I was saying was in verse 50, it says, I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how great is my distress until it is accomplished. All right. In other words, the Lord is anxious, man. He wants this thing to go down. Okay. You know, he's watching. You know, like that Eminem song, I believe it's Eminem and 50 Cent, Patiently Waiting. You know, one of my favorite songs by them. In the OG unit squad. You know, he's patiently waiting, man. You know, because this place, Yahweh Shai still hadn't gotten his lick back, man, from 2,000 years ago, number one. Then number two, they are afflicting the hell out of his people, man, out of the people that he loves. The people, if he loved us enough to die for us, man, how do you think he feels having to watch, you know, the devil put hands on us and us having to suffer things, you know, and the foods that we eat, the women that we have to deal with, the philosophies we have to combat, all right? The slander of our name, all right? The killing of our people, you know? The Lord is angry, man. But verse 51, it says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth. All right. Now, why does he say that? Because although the ultimate goal is peace, we know Jerusalem means the teaching of peace. All right. And there's this narrative that that's all that the Messiah is peace. He's love. He is. That's not what he is, man. He's a righteous judge, and a righteous judge is even-handed on both sides, good and evil. Okay, there are times he enacts good, there are times he enacts evil. He's versed in lightness and light and darkness, man. Okay, he's evenly balanced. Okay, so in like manner, you're gonna have times of war and then times of peace. All right. But before we get to the peace, there's got to be war, man. All right? And so when Yahweh Shai returns, it's not a coincidence that it's going to be during World War III. All right? And he's not going to be there to break up the fight. All right? The fight's going to break up because they're going to turn against, you know, Yahweh Shai. But that's not what his intent is. His intent is to beat the entire planet Earth, all of the kings of the earth, okay, into submission. Okay, the scripture says he's going to go around collecting crowns, man. All right, it says, verse 51 again, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you, nay, but rather division. All right, and so, you know, the main point of the lesson is that there is a spirit of division going on. Okay, and we are not to get swept up in this. The camps are divided. Okay, and it's going to get much, much worse. Not only are the separate camps are divided, but you're going to start seeing divisions within camps divide. You had guys in Great Millstone that split off, decided to start preaching Christian-like doctrine. Okay, when the Lord does not deal with Christianity, man. All right, he wrote what he wrote down to the men that he gave it to write down. Okay, for a reason. It's not for you to come in and start remixing things. Okay. It says, verse 52, for from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. All right. So, yeah, that's what's getting ready to go down. Okay, civil war. All right, that's a massive schism within the nation where one nation fights against another, man. Israel had this, man. You had the kingdom being rent between the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. All right, before that you had Benjamin, you know, wilding out, making war with the rest of the tribes of Israel because they, you know, were on some folly, you know. So these are very grievous things, man. These often can end in the collapse of a nation. You know, now the Lord has preserved us. All right, But this time, when civil war hits America, it's not going to be preserved. It's going to be part of the overall destruction. All right, which is going to end in thermonuclear missiles hitting this place. By the way, verse 53, it says, the father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Okay? So, that's what we got going on, man. All right? It says, verse 54, when ye see, and he said also to the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower, and so it is. All right? And when ye see to the south wind blow, ye shall say, there will be heat, and it come to pass. All right? Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time? All right? So the Lord is not trying to hear, I didn't know I had time. No, you're in the time of division right now. All right? Just like you can see a strong wind gust coming from the south, you know it's going to get hot. Then you should know the same way you can determine how it's going to be hot, because you got a warm front, what Esau would call a warm front. Then you should know it's going to get hot. Then you should know that this is going to be the time of the destruction of this place, of the end of the world, so to speak. All right. So there really is no excuse. All right. And even these Edomite pastors, they know that they would say that we're in the so-called end times, man. Okay. It says, verse 57, yeah, and why even yourselves judge ye not what is right? Okay, so when the judgment starts happening with these camps, because they're not reading the tea leaves, because they're distracted with trying to get views, they're distracted with trying to be seen with celebrities, trying to win debates. All right, you're gonna see that this is the very same time, it's like it's written in 2nd Esdras, okay, that the Most High began to visit the world which he made, man. Okay, that pairs up perfectly, because it says it would be uproars of the people. Okay, all of these things coincide with each other, and if the Lord is repeating these things over and over and over again, and then you still don't take heed, guess what? Ezekiel 9:4, beginning at verse 4, is going to be in effect, man. He's going to cast you off like a heathen. All right? It says, when thou goest with thine adversary to the magistrate, and thou art in the way, give diligence that thou mayest be delivered from him, lest he hale thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and the officer cast thee into prison. I tell thee that thou shalt not depart thence till thou hast paid the very last mite. Okay? So this is really just a reminder, all right, again, of the times that we're in. Okay? Let me go to that, actually. Call it. Yeah, that's in Matthew as well. All right, I'm gonna go to the book of Malachi real quick. Salakia. Okay. Malachi 3:1. Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way for me, and the Lord who ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. All right. And so we're basically those messengers, and the scriptures basically are saying that the fact that we're out there on the highways and byways, that we're preaching, that in and of itself is a sign. The scriptures say the foolish, roughly paraphrasing, seek a sign, but I give you no sign but the sign of Jonah the prophet. Okay, so the fact that we're out there is a sign. So there's signs for the men that are already the prophets, are in the position of prophets by going through the highways and byways and preaching, you know, and disseminating things, the camps, if you will. There's signs for them with all of this division, but then there's signs for people outside of the camps. Okay, even the heathen, we're a sign unto them. So it's dual layered, because we ourselves out there are a sign that what's getting ready to happen is close. All right. It says, verse 2, but who may abide the day of his coming, and who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire, and like fuller's soap. Okay. And the purpose of a refiner's fire is not to just burn everything up. It's to burn everything up but the precious part. Okay. The gold and the silver, they get refined in this heat. Everything else gets burnt up. Okay. And it says, and he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that he may offer to the Lord Yahweh as an offering in righteousness. Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto the Lord Yahweh, as in the days of old and as in former years. So we can see that this thing has been preached and prophesied, you know, over and over and over again. The Lord has given us these signs. Okay. And now it's time to buckle up, you know, so to speak. You know, meditate on these things. Be in the spirit of watching, like I was doing in the earlier part of this lesson, speaking on in the earlier part of this lesson. Okay, and think about these things, man. Okay, and I believe that's basically it on that. I wanted to I lost it. There was an article. Yeah, I'll go into it on another lesson, Lord's will. But now the infighting is starting with all of these things that Esau's admitting to, with these shots that everybody took. You know, just another avenue of people arguing. And when we come to this election season, which I'll cover that a little bit too, the ultimate division is going to start happening, man, because people are really divided on that front. All right, so the worst is yet to come on the division front in this 2024 year, man, which could be very well be the last year, man. So I'll end it there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rachab Shalom. I'm Yasharal.